Hi y'all, welcome back to a new video. Today we're just going to be playing with some new makeup. I don't think any of this is like new to the market. A lot of it is new to me. I do also have some new rougher brushes. I have both their synthetic as well as a new shape that they released. I'm excited about that. I do have some stuff from Merit. I've been working on a Merit review and maybe that'll come later, or I could just work that stuff into other videos. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I have a lot of new stuff to get into. I'm gonna pull my hair back and we'll get into it. My skin is just a little dry. I'm gonna go in with some of the Glassy Skin Primer from my Project Pan. I've already finished an item from my Project Pan. I don't know if I want to spill the beans now or I think I'm gonna do an update later this month. Anyway, this stuff has precious little product in it. So I am excited to finish it. It is Sunday, like late Sunday afternoon. I normally try to film during the week, but this week it just got away from me. One of my dearest friends is having a baby. She's having a little boy, and her baby shower was yesterday. I'm a quilter, so when I learned in January that she was having a baby, my brain went, oh crap, we have a month to make a baby quilt.
Here is an image of the finished quilt. It is an I Spy quilt, so he can play I Spy as he grows up, learning his colors and his numbers, his letters, all of that fun stuff. I'm really proud of this quilt.
And I got it done and it was adorable. Oh, it was so cute. But it took a lot of my mental energy. So I'm finally now like back to striking a balance between sewing and going to the gym and my art classes and doing this. So, all right. I have the Dior 24-hour Forever Skin Foundation. We're going to talk about this. What else do I have here? I have a couple blush sticks from Milani. I have a Torch Lumiere from Surat. Secondhand. I bought this online secondhand. It was brand new. It was clean. It was absolutely gorgeous. It might be a little bit more cool toned than I usually like in a highlighter, but we'll find out once I put it on my face. There's just a lot here. So let's put some makeup on my face. Let's put some makeup on my face. Yeah, my skin's nice and hydrated. So this is a stick foundation. Let me there we go. You're a little zoomed in. I need to move things around so that I can see my mirror. I need to film this video because my desk is a mess and I am just so tired of it. I need to talk about things so I can put them away and get them out of my sight. At least get them off my desk. So this is the brush that I have been using. This is an It Cosmetics something. It's completely worn off the handle. I have also been using this bowl. Let's use this guy today so that y'all can see it in action. So this is the Rougher LC03, and it is a synthetic brush that is designed to be used with cream products, and it has that cross-cut design that I love in a brush. So I'm just going to take this off the stick. I'm not going to put the stick on my face because if I did, you would not be able to see my skin underneath it. It is like if I wanted to go full glam, I could. If I wanted to go super high coverage, I could. Or I can just use a brush and lightly, just very lightly. So this was I've had this since November of last year. I bought it just at the tail end of the Sephora sale because I have been on a hunt for the last year for a really nice stick foundation that works with my dry skin that doesn't have to be built up. My nose is always red. There you go. That is the Dior Forever Skin. Mine is in shade 1CR, and I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty blown out. Yeah. I've used a fair amount of it since I've had it, and it's been like the answer to my stick foundation quest. All right, what's next? Guess we're gonna do this. Yeah, I think this is the inevitable, the inevitable answer. So I have several products here from Milani. Milani's been like really banging out stuff at the drugstore, and some of it's been really good. And so these are the Milani Cheek Kiss Blush and Glow. I have one in Luminoso, which I don't like this. It's very metallic. It's very Tin Woodsman, very, not made for somebody of my age, which is 42. So I have fine lines, I have wrinkles, I have stuff that this settles into and I don't love. However, this shade, which is Cafe, really pretty. I'm going to use a BK 109 for this. And it does have that sponge tip applicator. I don't mind either way because it's not terribly fussy. And I can get a good amount of product right off the bat. It's very glowy, as the name would insinuate. But it's also like this really beautiful, adds this lovely beige flush to the cheeks. I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, boom. So that is the color that comes out of the tube, and as you blend it out, it's almost indecipherable as a color, and it's more of just a wash. It's really pretty. All right, as part of part of the video I've been doing research on for Merit, I've been using their brow products, and you know what? I like them a lot. I like them a lot. So the 1980 brow gel, um, I don't know if I did it on camera or not, but I decided to give my Kosas brow gel the boot. It it was really hard to blend out near the end, and it wasn't dried out. It was only a couple months old, actually. When did I buy that? I want to say I bought it last fall, but I didn't open it until earlier this year. Let me put something on my lips. My lips are just screaming at me. Oh, and I left my YSL candy glaze in my purse. I wore it to the baby shower yesterday. While we're talking about drugstore, I need to give props to the e.l.f. Reviver lip oil. Stuff is fantastic. It really is. It's just absolutely gorgeous. All right. So this is the Merit 1980 brow gel in the shade Taupe. Kind of fussy about my brows, but that's what this can do, and it's amazing. I love this stuff. I do. why are you still open? The brow pencil. This is a really interesting formula. It's a gel stick pencil. I Overall, I like the formula, but I have a couple quibbles with it. The pencil itself is so fine. And I twist it up, but I'm kind of afraid of it breaking. Yeah, the pencil is so thin that I have on occasion twisted it up, gone to put it in my brows, and the tip is broken. So I just have to be really careful. But I like the way these two work together. The pencil slides onto the gel really nicely. That works. That works nicely. I have worn this swimming and it actually stays put. I have another product that I wear swimming a lot, and we'll get there later. All right, I want to do a little bit of contour. Where's my Smith brush? Smith, I don't know, it's worn off. It's the only Smith brush I own, and I really like this one. This is one of the e.l.f. camo bronzers. I don't have a name. It doesn't have a name. I'm gonna have to look it up. But as far as contours go, so they have warmer shades and cooler shades. This is the coolest shade they make. Let me get another contour to compare it to. Okay, I pulled some stuff to compare. I have Carve from Hindash, which I need to get back into using as a contour. It's lovely. And my Old Faithful Oma stick. So on the very end here, the very side of my hand, that's the Oma. It's a nice, easy, warmer, blendable contour. This shade right here is the Hindash, and then the e.l.f. is on the end. Look how gray green that contour is. I think I put too much on my hand. It is really silicone-y. It has a nice blend. It's smoothing and it blurs. And it's just, they're doing something right there over at e.l.f. They really are. I'm gonna put that away. And I am just going to dibby dab this where I would normally contour. And it's really gray in the tube, but it blends out for this warm, believable, easy contour. I love this stuff. It's just one of the easiest to use formulas, despite being as pigmented as it is. It blends out really nicely. It doesn't stretch forever. It just warms everything. It warms up as you use it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful contour, and I don't know why I'm not hearing more about this because these are gorgeous. Bronzer. Let's do a cream bronzer. The Merit cream bronzer in the shade Clay. It's the second shade down. I like a little bit more warmth in my bronzers as opposed to like yellow orange. I go for one that's got a little bit more of a red undertone, especially this time of year. And this one is just so thin and sheer, and especially when you use it on a bigger brush, it just goes on so easily. You can do it in a hurry. You can do it with barely even looking at it and know that it's going to blend in beautifully. Now, I have some spots in my hairline that look bald because my hair is going gray and it doesn't look like I have hair, but I do. I have to make sure that I pull the bronzer all the way into my hairline so that I don't look, it's not obvious I'm wearing bronzer. And I can just put it on and apply it all day long and not have any issues. It's this creamy, almost again, gel-like formula that just blends out. I don't know what that, I think that's the Hindash. Hindash sticks around. You invite him in for a cup of coffee and he's living with you 6 weeks later. All right, where are we going next? I have two eyeshadow palettes, but I don't necessarily feel like doing a lot of eyeshadow today. You know what we'll do is we'll play with the Merit Solo Shadow in Studio. This all arrived early December. I bought this stuff Black Friday. They had a really good Black Friday sale. And I got the box as I was heading out to my car to go to the gym. I got to the gym and I was on the phone. Someone called me on my way to the gym. So I was sitting in my car and I had this box of makeup next to me. And I just wanted to check this out because I'd heard such good things about these. And I swatched it and it was really pretty. And then I went into the gym and I swam. I came out an hour later and I still had the swatch on my hand. After swimming, after showering, after being submerged in water for a good amount of time. I usually spend at least half an hour to 45 minutes in the pool. And it's almost my skin tone. It gives just a very natural shadow. It does build and it blends so nicely. And it just gives this ethereal, maybe it's makeup, maybe it's not, really smooth, even shadow. And I've put other stuff on top of this. I've put powders on top of it, and they all take it really well. I haven't played with cream or liquid shadows on top of this. I'm actually looking at getting some other shades. I'm looking at maybe Postmodern, maybe Brune, Postmodern. There's a couple other shades that I am just like, yeah, I want that, but do I need it? That right there is the question. Okay, we have a little something on the eyes. We have, all right, we're gonna go in with some powder blush. This arrived in my Beautylish Lucky bag. And going through it and playing with it the other day, I was shook. Oh, I don't like that word. I don't like that word in my mouth. No, no. I was stunned by how gorgeous this is. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic in First Love. And if it looks beige, that's because it is. It's very beige. And yes, I'm putting it over a glowy cheek blush, a glowy cream blush or liquid blush. But that liquid blush actually sets down really nicely, and I can put powder on top of it without it gumming up, and it still has a really nice level of glow. So if you want a really nice highlight, but you don't want it to be like shining to the moon and back, I don't want to see my highlight from space anymore. My brain is just absolute mush right now. So I'm taking this and I'm going to go over that bronzer. This I am more than comfortable using all over the face. Oh, I do have another new blush that maybe we can layer. Maybe. We'll see. So there we go. And look at how nicely that contour just warms up and sets. Like it very much. Woo! So y'all, I have the Natasha Denona Roxa palette, and I don't think I'm going to use it today because A, this look is pretty warm, and B, I don't think I love that palette. I'm giving it my best. I'm giving it a shot, but I don't think I love that palette. Do I have an eyeliner? Do I have a new-ish eyeliner? Okay. I don't have a new eyeliner, but excuse you, I have one that I have lauded before. I have just sung its praises and I haven't used it in a while. So this, my cats are just running around being goofballs. So this is the Make Beauty Continuum Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Halo. This color is bananas, and against my green eyes, it's gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and do eyeliner and mascara, and we will talk about the mascara where I have applied it because it is a stunner. I got a little carried away, but that's okay. Look at that color. It's just, it's stunning. Here, let's do a swatchy swatch. I have swatched this on camera before. Swatch this in my, but it is like purple, but it's gray and it's taupe and oh, it's got a little pink in there. It's the weirdest color, but it's so good. And these eyeliners are really nice. The first eyeliner I had in this color, I'd go to twist it up and it would just break. And I was so disappointed. I made a comment on social media about it and I tagged Make Beauty. And I'm like, I don't even know if I had followers at that time. Like, I was not a person on camera. I was just using this and I made a post on my Instagram. They contacted me and were like, let us know your address so we can send you a new one. That is a company that I am more than happy to do business with. More than happy. Gorgeous eyeliner. Let's talk about some mascara. I'm excited about this. I have been playing with this mascara for several months now. I've worn it swimming and it stays put, and it's drugstore. It's drugstore. So this is the Milani highly rated tubing mascara. I love a tubing mascara that actually tubes. And this one does, but it's also wet enough that it builds. Like you can get real volume and real length out of it. And the problem I've had with a lot of tubing mascaras is you can't do that. They tend to be a drier formula, so you can only get them to go so far. I'm trying to get myself into a position where you can see it. I don't curl my eyelashes. if I curl my eyelashes and then I put on, excuse you, a wet mascara like this, um, I have some on my nose too. Lovely. Well, I'll let that dry and then go in with the spoolie. But yeah, if I use a wet mascara and I curl my eyelashes, I just end up making a mess. And I'm already making a mess, but I make a bigger mess. All right, so this side has had some time to sit, and it just builds. And I swear, I'm not normally this messy with it. I think it's just the day. Mercury's going into retrograde. The world is a burning trash heap. My mascara is messy. I'm gonna take a spoolie and scrub that off my nose and break that off. Y'all, I have done the thing where I get ready to go and I realize I have mascara on my face and I take a Q-tip with me and I forget to use it and I go into my appointment or class or whatever and I've got like dots of mascara on my face. But I don't know how much you can see. Let's see how far we can zoom. Yeah, that mascara has greatly impressed me. Like I decluttered the KVD full sleeve, and that at the point was one of the best tubing mascaras I'd ever used. This one surpassed it, and it's half the price. Don't sleep on drugstore. Like high end is great, but don't sleep on the drugstore. All right, what are we doing next? Um, I have RMS Crystal Slipper. Yes, I am in love with this blush formula, and this is gorgeous. Again, it's beige, but it's a let's use this one. So this is the 30 from Reffer. They did a pay what you want. We just want to get this brush into our customers' hands. I have used this for blush. I have used it for bronzer. I have used it for powder. And despite how big and fluffy it looks, you can actually get some very nice targeted applications out of it if you're careful and you wield it responsibly. Yeah, that's really pretty. That's pretty. All right. So what have we talked about so far? We've got the Charlotte Tilbury, got the Flower Beauty. Nope, not Flower, the Milani. The Milani, the Dior. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you right now, this is one of the e.l.f. It's supposed to be a matte lip stain, and it's also supposed to be like a warm brown. It's not. It's bright pink. It doesn't stay. It moves. It slides. I don't like this. It does stain my hand, but my lips are already really pigmented, so it just kind of washes off. It's a little weak, and I don't love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the declutter bag. Get out of here. Okay, I have a couple of items from Kosas, and I have a lipstick from Wayne Goss. So I've used the Kosas uh, lip gloss. It's beautiful. It's a great color. It's a little bit of a tackier formula, but I would say that the color, I would compare it to Showcasing Nude from YSL in the candy glaze. let's go ahead and swatch these other lipsticks. This is the Wayne Goss. This is Nutmeg. It's one of his like silk luxury lipsticks. And as far as I know, his makeup line has been discontinued. This is a Kosas lip liner. So the liner, the lipstick, and the pencil all came in a set. It came in a set that I believe I got from Credo. Okay, ignore the bright pink. Ignore that. So right here on the in the middle, we've got Nutmeg from Wayne Goss. Over here, we've got the Kosas lip liner, the lipstick, and the lip tint oil gloss sticky thing. I think what I'm going to do, use a little bit of the Kosas lip liner and the Wayne Goss lipstick. I think that will help complete this nudie, beigey, easy look. We also talked about that. I'm going to talk about that. I am going to just line my lips and then we'll use the Wayne Goss lipstick. So what I'm doing is taking the lip liner and with my finger and just pushing it up and into the lip. It's softening the edges without spreading it around the exterior of my mouth. Overline my upper lip just a little bit. So this liner is very creamy. It's got a good amount of hold to it, and it's a very neutral beige pink on my pretty pigmented lips. All right, Wayne Goss to the rescue. All right, so I have worked that lipstick into my lips, and it's pretty close to concealer lips for me. It really is. I don't hate it. It's just something I have to get used to visually because I'm used to my lips being a good amount of my face as far as like if we're talking proportion and what eyes are drawn to. I feel like my lips are one of the things that is like prominent on my face. And so to have those blocked out and to see my eyes lined, mascara, all of that stuff, it's a different experience. So I think what I'm going to do is blot some of this down and then we'll go over it with the Kosas because life is short. All right, so the lip liner from Kosas is in the shade Infinite. The lipstick is in the shade Tropic Bliss. And it's pink, but I think it's a pretty flattering pink. I don't have any quibble with it. I like that word, quibble. It's fun. So we are just about finished. Let's talk last step, which is setting spray. I cannot tell you how many times I have walked away, left the house, and I'm like, I didn't set my makeup. So we're going in with the Milani This is the Milani Supercharged Revitalizing Mist. This is, I like this. It's weird, but I like it. I like a heavier sprayer, which this has. You know, I don't want something that's like an air fine. No, I want my face to feel like it has been just kissed with moisture. This also has a slight orange fragrance. And for those of us who grew up in the 90s, it reminds me of Sunny D. Like it's a little bit of an orange medicinal, but it also smells like Sunny D, which Sunny D was an orange medicinal. I like this. I've been really enjoying it. I noticed that when I use it, my face gets this lovely, just hydrated, everything kind of settles in. There's nothing sticky, there's nothing that feels out of place. It's just a beautiful feeling drugstore price point setting spray. I got this for free when I bought like the 2 blushes and the mascara at Ulta, but I really like it. And I would probably buy it again. I don't know. Let me see how I feel when I go through the whole bottle. I think this is just a mini. Yeah, so this is MAC Fix Plus, side by side. The MAC Fix Plus is almost empty. All right, y'all. So let's go over things real quick and have some final thoughts, and then we will wrap it up. All right, the Dior Forever Skin. I love this. I love this foundation. It does have a fragrance. It's a luxury product from a luxury fashion house. So of course it's going to have a fragrance. And it's not great. It's very floral, but but the nice thing is it does dissipate. It doesn't linger. I don't end up tasting it. It's just fragrance and I don't know why. So yeah, this is great. I love it. So the Dior Forever Skin is the only like foundation base product I put on. The Milani Cheek Kiss Cafe I really like. I don't think Charlotte Tilbury even has anything rivaling this color. I love it. I'm gonna keep this one. Luminoso I might pass along to a friend. Uh, the Charlotte Tilbury, I didn't know that this blush existed, and I'm so glad I got it in my lucky bag. It's gorgeous. This again is the Cheek to Chic blush in First Love. It hit me. It got me. The the e.l.f. liquid camo contour, fantastic, fantastic drugstore contour. They also make it in warmer shades for a bronzer. I was more interested in it as a contour. Make Beauty eyeliner. It's been a favorite for a long time. Long time. Love it. My favorite thing in this video was this mascara. This mascara is so good. I have left the gym after the only time I really had a problem with it was when I was wearing goggles. My goggles leaked. I got some water in my eyes, and the mascara, because it had time to sit and get wet, it came off a lot easier. That's normal though. It doesn't say it's designed for swimming, but it lasts through swimming, which I am thrilled with. So this is the mascara that I will recommend to anybody, always, anytime. It washes off in tubes, like the big, thick, heavy tubes. Like I did not put that on lightly, and it's going to wash off super, super easily. I'm not going to have any problems. It also doesn't get in my eyes. It doesn't, you know, if you're somebody who doesn't like regular mascara because you have oily lids, this is fantastic. The Wayne Goss lipstick, this is really nice and creamy. It's a little warm, so I'm gonna probably have to figure out how to balance it with a warmer eye look, or just I wonder how this would look with Brick by Hindash. I have a gorgeous Hindash lip liner. We'll play with that eventually. Or I'll play with it on my own and report back. Lip liner, Kosas, the Kosas, what is this called? The Kosas Hot Liner in Infinite. Oh, there's a little smudger at the bottom. That's cool. I rarely use the tools on the bottom of products. The lip liner itself is nice and creamy. This is beautiful nudie beige, which we love. Very skin tone friendly. And for me, it's very close to my natural lip color. Crystal Slipper is let me swatch this because this is a different, it's so light, but it's got this really beautiful reflect. I've been layering this a lot with Maiden's Blush, but I think it layers really nicely over the Charlotte Tilbury. This blush is almost too light for me. So down here is the Charlotte Tilbury. Up here is the RMS. They're different formulas, different finishes, and they layer beautifully, and they're not too much. And this is even layered over another, and it's set. Nothing is sticky, nothing is coming up, nothing is pilling or balling. I think it's a really nice trio of products. I mean, we're going from drugstore, mid midpoint to a higher end. And I think they all work nicely together. The Milani setting spray, I really like. I like the way it feels on the skin. I even like that weird nostalgic orange medicinal scent. It just takes me back to the 90s in the best way. Like being a kid, hanging out in the backyard in my bathing suit, the slip and slide. God, the slip and slide. And then the Kosas lipstick is pretty. It's very smooth, it's very thin. It's not the same like luxurious, silky, rich, creamy format. It's a little bit more of a balm. It's a little thinner. I don't mind it in formula and color. I don't know anything about the longevity. I haven't actually worn this out into the real world. I've been really focusing on my lip oils and balms and other formulations, other lip products. I think that just about does it, y'all. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of each other. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.